Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Lewis, and this is Metal Lens Reviews. Welcome to my channel. So, if this happens to be your first time here, you're checking it out, you like what you see, thank you. Please do me that favor of like, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course motivates me to provide you guys with more content. Alright, so what are we doing here? This is going to be pretty unique. First time, I guess for everybody watching, really, unless you know the band I'm about to talk about. And that's Goblin. Claudio Simonetti's Goblin. The song is called Suspiria, or Mater Suspirium, Mother Suspiria. Anyway, it's from a horror movie, an Italian horror film in the 70s called Suspiria, about, a secret school that had a covenant of witches. So I'm kind of familiar with Goblin, the band that's about to do this song I'm going to react to. They're prog rock, and they got their start like in the 70s in Italy, and they collaborated a lot with the, to me anyway, a maestro of Italian horror, Dario Argento. Most of his movies were, composed, well, not all of them, but a lot of the soundtrack work was done by Goblin. And Goblin's done, other films too outside of Italy. But, they don't incorporate, lyrics, singing. It's mostly instrumental. It's very unique, upbeat, dreary, moody, kind of prog rock, if that makes any sense. Just very different. And it just fits. Obviously, they made a name for themselves. I think both bands, or some members, split and kind of made their own interpretation of Goblin. This particular one, Claudio Simonetti, he's, he was a member of the band when it was whole, and now they just kind of, he kind of gained new members. So this is according to the description, I guess like an alternative take, or maybe a more lively version of this song, because this song's included in the movie Suspiria, but this version of it, I hear, is going to be a little different, like I said, a different take of it. Some things added, maybe. I don't know. I had to listen to it. It's been a while since I've seen Suspiria. A couple months ago, maybe. But anyway, I'm excited. This is kind of new. This is a band that most people don't know, and I just kind of wanted to share with you guys. This is going to be a new experience for me, because this particular version of the song is kind of modern. So, it's old and new at the same time. Alright, let me stop yapping. Once again, this is Claudio Simonetti's Goblin with the song Suspiria. Let's check it out. So right off the bat, you guys could tell this is, I don't think he was really speaking nothing. It was just like gibberish, or witch. I know that's a big part of the song. then obviously it's reflecting off the movie. The movie Suspiria, if you're interested, I definitely recommend watching it, especially if you like Italian horror or just horror movies in general. It's a good take. I think people should definitely explore Italian horror, and you'll see the influences it has with American horror. Anyway, Suspiria, it's like I said, the story is this American ballerina or dancer gets opportunity to go to this real pristine school in Europe, and it just happens to be, I mean, it's one of the top best ballerina dance schools, but also home to a covenant of witches, and that is explained as the movie goes on. Some really disturbing imagery, very, very bright and vivid color palette. The director is just noted for his sharp eye. This is one of Dario Argento's better. I don't want to say his best, because it's hard really to narrow it down. Because everyone has their own taste and opinion of Dario Argento. But this movie is definitely, I think, one of his best. And Goblin did the soundtrack. This is one of the songs, and I mean, how it's playing out, it's familiar, but given that this is a modern take on it, because like I said, Claudio Simonetti hired new members to partake in this, and he's using the name Goblin. Like I said, I'm not sure how much stake he has in the previous band from the 70s. Anyway, back to the song. It's cool. It's creepy, very soundtrack-ish, and different. This is cool. It's gonna be a very different experience for you guys, and I like it so far. So let's keep going. So this is actually definitely good for Halloween, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's such a weird song. It's kind of all over the place, and it definitely, like I said, I haven't seen the movie. I mean, I don't know. I guess like a couple of months ago, I probably seen it. This was actually remade, believe it or not. But definitely go check out the original first if you can. If you're into these kind of movies. I love the setting here. Obviously, it's telling the story, kind of. It's recreating it. It definitely has a kind of a more rockish edge to it. I know the 70s version is different. It just has a different feel to it. But this, I like this. I love the visuals. It's like a mini movie in itself. A retelling of Suspiria. But yeah, this is cool. It's kind of refreshing rewatching something like this. Or I guess listening to it. Again, just in this kind of take, and it's cool. It's bizarre. Like I said, it's kind of doing its own thing. It's really all over the place, but I'm glad I'm kind of experiencing it with you guys. Because I think people would get a kick out of this, especially people that like, soundtracks or orchestrative stuff with their film. And this is something that stands out because these guys, you probably watched the movie that these guys scored or something, or at least did the soundtrack to. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. That movie, there's like 3 or 4 different edits of that, one of them being an Italian edit that has Goblin soundtrack in it. And by Dawn of the Dead, I mean the original Dawn of the Dead, the 78 version, I think it is. Anyway, yeah, this is my bag. I have so much information, and to try and make it sound interesting. I'm such a nerd when it comes to this. I mean, I don't know everything about Goblin, but I know they scored a lot of movies or did the soundtrack for a lot of movies I watched growing up. But yeah, this is cool. This is cool. It's it's different. It's cool. You don't come across this every day. I know it's kind of hard, especially without lyrics or vocalist, but this is just to kind of envelop a movie. Think of it that way. The background, the noise, to make a movie feel more full in a sense. But yeah, clever, I think. Let's keep going. Alright, we're just gonna let this play out because, I mean, that was really well done. It was like a short movie within itself, a lot of familiar names, actually. I'm such a nerd when it comes to Italian horror. I can recognize some of the people in the credits, who've done or were involved in other, Italian movies. Yeah, that was exciting. Let's finish this off so I could, because God forbid if I let this go too long, they'll go into some ad. I don't want that to happen. Yeah. All these people for this little 6-minute song. That's cool, though. There's a lot going on in it, so. Alright, I think that's about it. But yeah, that was Claudio Simonetti's Goblin with Suspiria. I think that's breathe in Italian or something. But yeah, it was cool. The keyboard part stands out because that I remember right away from the movie. Like I said, this is a modern take of a older version of this song done by the same group. Well, not the same group, but Claudio Simonetti, I believe, was like the keyboardist of Goblin, and he broke off, and yeah, now he's doing this. But still, this was a good performance. They're actually on tour. It's a shame they're not going to be in. They got a Philly date, but it's like really far. It's like the Northeast, I think. and from where I'm at to there, it's just a distance. Uh, but I would like to see them live. I think I would definitely appreciate something like that. I mean, you got to think. Music and movies go kind of hand in hand. The short movies I've done, well, not all of them, but some, I've scored myself, and simple stuff like a little MIDI keyboard, some like electronic beats, and whatever I could put together to make it sound good. And it's cool, because it's like, wow, I did that, So I always appreciated the musical side of film and soundtracks and orchestras and all that, and composers. I think that's a really neat addition to make a movie more grand, But yeah, this was cool. Definitely like a blast from the past. I definitely picked up stuff I remember, but this is definitely a real modern take on that, on a song like this. They got the original floating around on the internet. It's up to you if you want to check it out. But, I just wanted to kind of share this with you guys. For me, it was a trip down memory lane. Definitely check out the movie Suspiria or its remake. It doesn't matter. I think they're both equally good. But I'm always a stickler for originals. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. You guys, did you dig this? This is probably way different from what you would normally listen to and what I would normally react to. So, thanks for entertaining me. And just letting me kind of do this. I'm not sure about the view-wise of this one. A lot of people are going to be like, what the heck is this? But, hey, if you're curious about it and, you want to know more, just hit me up in the comments below. But did you like it? What do you think? You want me to keep going, do other movie soundtrack reactions? Let me know down below. Well, there you have it, guys. That's my little reaction for Claudio Simonetti's Goblin, the song Suspiria. If you made this far in the video, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You want to throw me out a recommendation or support the channel, I'll leave a link down below. Buy me a coffee. And that's really all I got to say. Thanks for watching again. I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.